He stood up with me on top of him. Just stood up and threw me 10, 15 feet across the room and went after her.
Dean Tipton says December 7th, 2015 is a night that changed his life. He says his children woke him up. He then found a man attacking his children.
And when I got to the top of the stairs, he attacked me. He come at me with the knife.
The night took a tragic turn with the loss of a life, his 6-year-old son, Logan. Dean says immediately after Logan's death, he lost his will to live.
I laid in bed. I gave up. I gave up on life. I gave up on my family. I gave up on everybody. I just wanted to die.
In the years since, the family has done their best to cope, but mentions they are mentally and emotionally scarred. And they are hurt that Ronald Exantis will no longer be behind bars.
Everybody deserves a fighting chance to have justice for them, and it's not.
I've had my talks with God, because I'm not afraid to tell you all. I told the court, if I ever cross paths with him, I will kill the man. I will kill him where he stands.
You're not wrong, brother.
No. I ain't gonna lie, the state should have killed him.
Bro, yeah, like, why didn't he get the death penalty?
The state should have killed him. See, the
This
death
Kentucky,
penalty,
though.
the death penalty is weak, bro, because you're gonna sit on death row for like 10 more years. I think they need to expedite that process.
This was in Kentucky, right?
Yeah.
So
Kentucky don't play around. That's why I'm surprised.
You know what's crazy, bro? They're releasing this guy on parole. If you kill someone, especially a child, like in this situation,
yeah, it's no justice.
How do you not get life forever?
I just think the process in which that he harmed his child is very gruesome. They say he stabbed the child in the head with a knife so many times the knife went dull.
This shit makes me want to, like, I'm very angry, guys. I almost want to shed a tear about this shit right here. Like,
y'all for real, he released, bro.
Bro, literally he's being released.
The White House is looking into it.
Just been released for good behavior.
How? I have seen people serve longer years for just selling drugs.
Yeah, that's true.
So you telling me he killed somebody and he's getting out?
Killed a child.
Bro,
6-year-old
who
child.
released this guy? Are these the judges down here? The Kentucky board is facing mass calls. Okay, yeah. So these are these people right here. If someone kills someone, 25 to life.
Well, you know, it's sad to say this, but I'm not surprised with this court system.
I'm very surprised, bro.
Bro, we seen illegals killing people and was getting out the next day.
And who was releasing them?
Democrats. But Kentucky is a red state, so I don't know what's going on.
Maybe we don't know what city in Kentucky. We need to look that up.
Cause I know the Kentucky that was by where my people live.
Yeah,
they don't play with none of that.
What
it's
city?
over with.
I held him. I was holding him in my arms. And finally, they took his last breath, looked at me, and closed his eyes, and he was gone.
Didn't he charge after your daughter, bro? Like, I just can't believe this shit almost, guys. This is like one of the most tragic. This is like, the train was pretty bad, but this shit's worse to me.
You know what's also crazy to me? If that man actually go and kill that man, they're gonna make sure he spend life in prison too.
I would hope not.
That's the fucked up part.
That might be possible.
That's the fucked up part.
He might do longer than 10 years.
Yeah, that's
because this shit right here. Some people said this shit is like almost gonna create a race war, and I'm not mad at that take.
I don't want no race war, bro.
I don't either, but you know,
that's a bit extreme. But
I mean, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know, man. Because, like, you think about what they were saying to the guy that stabbed the Ukraine girl on the train. They were like, you know, he deserves... They were saying, like, he needs to be looked into, basically, because he did this because he has a mental illness. People were arguing.
I just don't believe he deserves to be free.
Well,
in this case...
Is that a picture of him right there in the
If he does good behavior, he can get out.
Well, we have a bunch of mental illness people in our country. Why we don't have no asylums no more or something to at least, house these people, bro?
I don't know, man.
House these people, bro.
No, man.
So you think they should be free?
I think they should just sit in jail.
Yeah, if you do a crime, you got to sit
jail. Yeah, crime for sure. But I feel like it's some people that people already know they're on that level already, and they're out free.
Are there any crazy houses we could put them in?
There's no.
They got rid of asylums, mental asylums.
They got rid of all of those.
They did.
That was Ronald Reagan.
They said that was against like human. That
was Ronald Reagan, huh?
I don't know. Ronald Reagan was trying to lock motherfuckers up.
I think he got rid of the insane asylums.
Think so?
I think it was him.
I always thought he was trying to lock motherfuckers up. I thought he was tough on crime. You know, some people try to say Donald Trump is the modern day Ronald Reagan.
You know, guys, I would not be mad at that take that they are trying to start a race war.
It says JFK in 1963 deinstitutionalized mental asylums on the federal level. Ronald Reagan passed the 1980 Mental Health Systems Act, ending federal funding for community mental health services.
That's fishy.
That's fishy.
That's if we know we know. That's fishy.
Hold on. So would this correlate? Okay, when he got rid of this, right? When did mass shooting, school shootings start increasing? Was it around that time?
That's a good question.
I'm just curious because obviously we are seeing it's a lot of the stuff that people are doing is mental. I ain't gonna lie. I feel like some of the kids that's killing each other in the streets of Chicago have a mental illness that need to be solved.
Hold on.
In my personal opinion, a lot of.
So it says the Community Mental Health Act of 1963 under JFK, which is widely credited with the initiating of official deinstitutionalization mental health on the federal level, which motivated inhumane conditions of state institutions and family experiences with mental illness. That's 1963. And then we have the first documented school shooting in 1966. Where did it go?
Hey, I feel like I could be a congressman at this point.
Oh yeah, nah, we could. These people are idiots.
I feel like.
Hey, nah, these judges, all that's idiots, bro.
But to be honest with you, we gotta also really think about people are getting bought and sold too. That's the majority of the problem with our some of our leaders. So.
But I mean, hey, I see why they say these schools are the problem because these people are getting degrees to go do these jobs. Well, I guess they're getting elected also.
Nah, I could be wrong, but this is a K-12 shooting database. It says all incidents from 1966 to the present, documented in 1966.
Wow. Well, I think that's a big correlation, guys.
That is crazy.
But
bro.
this right here, guys, this could cause serious problems because it's like you can go murder someone in cold blood, a child, and attack this man's family and then be released on good behavior in 10 years.
That's insane.
Guys, this is beyond insane.
Some people
It's truly insane.
You know, usually people get life though. That's crazy.
When they
I
fight
think
to life.
they spared him, man.
They spared this man for real. I ain't never.
He didn't serve 20. He didn't serve 15.
This afternoon with developing news from Woodford County. One man sentenced for killing a 6-year-old boy and gravely injuring his family nearly 10 years ago has just been released from prison. That's our top story at 4. I'm Conrad DeLuche. Back in 2018, Ronald Exantis was found not guilty of murder by reason of insanity and guilty but mentally ill on assault charges. Investigators say Exantis broke into a Versailles home in December 2015 and killed 6-year-old Logan Tipton. Detectives found it was a random killing. Exantis had driven from Indianapolis and broke into the Tipton home while the family was sleeping. He also attacked Tipton's father and siblings, and they survived. WHAS 11 was there in 2015 when hundreds honored Logan's life at the community stadium in Versailles. Now, according to court records, Exantis was released yesterday after serving less than 7 years of his 20-year sentence. Records show that he is out on supervised parole, but that will end in June of 2026.
Oh, wow. Okay, so he went to jail in 2018.
So 7 years and then a year of supervised parole. That is,
Man,
that's
that's sick.
the ultimate failure of justice.
This don't make no sense. Why would you let somebody out that just did a
Records
random killing? It was no motive.
Fuck everybody involved. I'm actually pissed off about this. Fuck this guy. Fuck the board. Fuck the judges. Everybody that is involved with this, this is the most insane shit ever. Now the father has to wake up and think this guy's released. I would be on a manhunt, quite frankly. I would be.
To be honest with you, I feel like
And he almost killed the daughter.
Yeah, I feel like this is an endangerment to that family.
I mean, to society.
Everybody.
No, this shit, bro, the woke judges, bro, this shit has to end, guys. Because this shit is actually affecting people's kids and family. Like, I just can't believe this stuff, guys. Like your family's not protected. It's not. Can someone make this make sense to me, guys?
You think he just did this because of racially?
I mean, no. I mean, I think he just broke into someone's house. I mean, maybe, but you know,
how can you justify if he's not insane? Because who just randomly? That's like saying Bob just going to a random house and just...
He walked in someone's house. He killed a kid. He was serving maybe a life sentence. I don't know what. Apparently, I don't know what he was serving. He killed a kid and he got released.
Something had to be up
in 10 years. He is insane. Only an insane person could do this. But the court actually, if you're insane, they give you less time. So the court was saying he's not insane, so that means that you get more time. So he had more time and they released him. This shit is insane, guys.
Hold on, they released mental ill patients for killing somebody is insane to me. They should be locked up.
But they said he wasn't insane. They said he wasn't insane, so that makes it worse.
That is worse too. So he know his motive.
All right, guys. I mean, I don't know, man. This shit's insane, guys. I mean, I don't know what to say about this, guys. This scary. Like this like got me thinking like anybody could be. I didn't know about this, so anybody could be on the street and just released. And he could be a person that did the most gruesome shit ever, because it does not get worse than this. This is a 10 out of 10, the worst thing you could possibly ever do.
Burn it down. Burn it all the fuck down. Burn everything down. They are arresting African Americans in Chicago for just fucking existing. And they are next going to go after children. They have plans to go after children who have immigrated here with their parents. Burn it all the fuck down.
Okay, it's been what, 3 months since these ICE raids been going on? And now they just snatching up people that look like they ain't supposed to be here. So between that, a garbage ass Supreme Court that said a criminal can decide whether the Constitution is valid, and that criminal using that ultimate power to get rid of all black and brown people now.
Well, guys, so y'all know, black people all over Twitter
saying that this is gonna happen to them.
No. They're saying that it is happening to them.
They're saying it's black people getting arrested.
No, actually, no, I think it was a lady that got like detained, and they said
they let her go.
Yeah, I know, but some people were saying,
according to Taj.
Yeah, some people were saying some black people got detained and
sent to Mexico. I don't believe that.
Let's see what they say on CNN.
I need to see evidence.
Let's see what they say on CNN, guys.
In Chicago, in the middle of the night, federal agents stormed an apartment building. Black Hawk helicopters, flashbangs, military-style trucks, all used in the raid. Now, witnesses say everyone was detained, no matter their status. Children were zip-tied together, separated from their parents. And the feds say that they arrested dozens of gang members. Also in the city, Charlie Kirk's group was given a front row seat to a raid inside a Walmart.
Amazing. Secretary Noem was here. They rolled up a couple of guys, and it's rowdy. There were there's a lot of people around. Everyone's
That's
filming.
not Charlie Kirk's
the Secretary of Homeland Security is right now
entity.
doing raids at Walmart.
Nothing to do with Charlie Kirk.
So, as forewarned, I mean, we have a situation in which American cities are at the center of this ICE crackdown, and there's indiscriminate use of force against Americans, non-Americans, people here legally, people here illegally. And on the right, nobody seems to care. In fact, they love it.
I saw a video from a local station in Chicago, and residents of a community there were describing an ICE raid and like what they saw. Two things struck me. One, they were talking about things that happened to them. They were talking about how they were treated in this ICE raid. These are the people that, I guess, by virtue of being born here in America, are entitled to being treated like human beings. The second thing is that they were all black. And I'm gonna say something, we saw this coming. We knew the neighborhoods where these ICE raids would take place. We knew that a lot of these things wouldn't happen in Beverly Hills or in Coconut Grove or any of those places like that. We knew that there would be collateral damage.
Well, duh, buddy. Where do illegal immigrants go? To low poverty areas to live, right?
Who's putting them there? The leaders of these sanctuary cities.
And I don't know if you know this is your first time, but black people are in these areas.
Do you think they're gonna be able to put some illegal immigrants in Malibu?
Like, what is he even talking about?
Hector over there
going after black people.
Sanchez over there in Coconut Grove.
And
he's new. He
also,
don't speak no English. And he's in my city? Oh,
what would any other country do
in
this situation? The same thing. They would. We could not go live in Mexico. They would tell us, get out of here. We saw the videos of it. Well, they would deport us if we moved to Mexico. If you move to any other country illegally, they will deport you.
A common sense country.
That is
Not
standard. No.
Not the UK. Not the UK. Not right now.
Well,
Some
but
countries
UK
right
is
now.
having issues. But America has some of the loosest immigration laws in the entire world.
Facts.
If you're gonna get mad at this, then you gotta get mad at every other country as well.
I guess by virtue of being born here in America, are entitled to being treated like human beings. The second thing is that they were all black. And I'm gonna say something, we saw this coming. We knew the neighborhoods where these ICE raids would take place. We knew that a lot of these things wouldn't happen in Beverly Hills or in Coconut Grove or any of those places like that. We knew that there would be collateral damage, that there would be trauma that would be inflicted on our communities. We knew that people would be detained, scared. We knew that children would have to see things that they shouldn't have to see. And
don't say that, buddy. Kids in the hood see stuff they wasn't supposed to see all the time.
Literally.
Shut your ass up.
Literally.
Why you ain't got no suit on either, brother? Don't come on here with this bullshit on, man.
Knew that people would be detained, scared. We knew that children would have to see things that they shouldn't have to see. And all of this for political theater so that we look tough on immigration for everyone. It's a horror show. And I do think if it hasn't already happened, that it'll be something that even the most conservative of Americans will get tired of seeing human beings treated this way. At least that's my hope.
Emotional.
The one neighbor said the kids were.
Did y'all see that video of the CNN going to the cartel guy? And he was all like, Donald Trump has made this situation way harder for us across the border. So that means that it's no sex trafficking going on. And that means that drugs aren't coming across the border and illegals aren't coming across the border.
Y'all see that video Donald Trump dropped on Instagram yesterday? Of them air striking that Venezuelan drug boat on some Call of Duty shit. Liberals, oh my gosh, there's no evidence of crime. This is murder.
They love crime.
Like, come on, bro.
Shut your ass up.
Literally, kids are not being sex trafficked anymore. I mean, they're still happening, but
Yeah,
it's
still
way
happening.
less.
But with the border being shut down, that
I
makes
bet
it way safer.
I bet it's down 80%.
Even the most conservative of Americans will get tired of seeing human beings treated this way. At least that's my hope.
The one neighbor said the kids were crying. They looked very distraught. I was out there crying when I seen the little girl come around the corner because they were bringing kids down too, had them zip tied to each other, saying that there were trucks, military-style vans used to separate adults from kids. What's going on?
Just don't believe
I haven't seen.
Where's the video?
This,
Shouldn't they have took a video?
And I certainly am not aware of particular neighborhoods that are targeted. Obviously, I support them finding and arresting people who are here illegally. And in the community they're in, again, I can't justify, I haven't seen which communities that they're targeting.
Well, one detail that's been left out is that they were targeting Tren de Aragua. And so Tren de Aragua is a violent transnational gang. They send illegal immigrants here to the United States. They traffic drugs, they traffic people, they commit violence. They inflict misery everywhere they go. And 37 people were arrested. That was the purpose of the raid, the targeting of Tren de Aragua, some of the most violent people in our hemisphere. And when they come here, nothing good happens. That was
Okay,
the point.
so if it was targeting, I don't think anybody has a problem with targeting. When you clear out an apartment building and you zip tie children and you arrest and detain everyone, Scott, hold on, Scott, you and me, we're talking here. Okay? If they arrest children, they arrest everyone, citizens and non-citizens, for hours, detain them, deprive them of their liberty, for no matter how long. You are fine with that.
They didn't arrest children, but
I didn't say they arrested them. They put them in zip ties. But if that makes a difference to you, go ahead.
Here's what makes a difference to me. If the federal government knows that there is a nest of Tren de Aragua in a city like Chicago, they have a responsibility. They have an obligation to go get them. It is unfortunate, to answer your question, that there are children put in harm's way by these violent gangs. But that is going to be the reality.
Or is it unfortunate, or is it a violation of their rights? Is the question? Because I mean, in this country, we have rights against searches and illegal
you're suggesting
searches
these children should be effectively human shields for Tren de Aragua. And I don't agree.
What I'm asking, hold on, I want to make it clear. I know that Tren de Aragua and gangs and whatever, it's a catch-all to treat people however you want, go in there and shred the Constitution or whatever else it is that you want to do. What I'm asking you is this. Do you think that children should have been zip-tied and pulled out of an apartment complex and traumatized like that?
Did that happen? Where's the video?
I don't think children should be put in harm's way by transnational gangs.
Just answer the question. Yes or no? Do you think that children?
I don't accept the premise of your question.
I'm asking
the
you
government's not
whether or
putting
not,
children in harm's way. Tren de Aragua.
Real calm now.
Where's the video? They're going off of someone's word that this happened with the kids being zip tied. And like Scott said, if the Tren de Aragua people are using them as human shields, wouldn't the parents of the children who are gang members, wouldn't they? Where's the responsibility to them?
These kids can be sex trafficked.
This happens in the hood all the time. People's houses who have kids get raided and they sell drugs and the kids are there and they have to see that.
Illegals?
And you'll never cry for that.
Illegal equals raid. Anyways, why does brother got?
But it's not just regular illegal. It is gang unit. They're going for gangs.
No, I know. But
It's interesting that they're just like having this false outrage. Like they care.
They
like,
know they don't
y'all
care.
don't care about the
They
kids
always
that's
act like
getting
that.
trafficked and the millions of kids that have
Helps
been
their
lost
political
through
agenda.
illegal immigration. But now there's some kids gotten zip tied so they don't get in the way. Y'all want to hoot and holler.
But we don't even know if that happened. Because if this person saw this, right, and they were bystanding, in 2025, don't you think they would take a video and that video would blow up?
Yeah.
Isn't it ironic that there's no evidence of this? It's just word of mouth.
We can look it up.
And it's CNN.
It's not putting children in harm's way. Tren de Aragua.
Real calm now. Real calm. Like
They're the ones putting children in harm's way.
Gentlemen and gentlemen, we have a responsibility for the way we treat people with the power that we have here in America. And we have a standard that we should treat human life with. And I'm asking you very clearly, concisely, should children be treated that way? Does Scott Jennings like that?
I don't accept the premise of your question.
All right, cool.
I don't believe that the premise of your question is accurate. I would ask you back. Should children be allowed to live in an apartment building with Tren de Aragua? Should the entire community of Chicago have to live with Tren de Aragua because they hide behind these children?
But here's the thing.
That's my question.
I think the answer to that is clear. No, they should not be put in harm's way. But the difference is in this situation is I don't want to be Tren de Aragua. I don't want my law enforcement to act like Tren de Aragua. That is the distinction.
You don't want to leave it. You just want to leave it and say, well, they have kids in there. Let's just move on.
No, but can we?
Like, what do you do?
That was dumb.
That is a good point,
Figure
though.
out a way. I don't think this is the first time children have been in an environment where dangerous people have been around them. And I'm most certain that in most of those circumstances, those children aren't zip tied and carried out like animals. What I am wondering is, okay, let's put this fact pattern on any other placement. Let's put it on a school, right? What if there was a gang member in a school? And by this calculation, it would seem like the children in the school, in order to get that one gang member or two gang members, would get.
It's not one gang member. It's 37 people
let's say there's five.
It's a large apartment building. That's part of the fact pattern here. I mean, here's another one. It was scary, said one, because I had never had a gun in my face. That person lives in the building. They asked my name and my date of birth and asked me, did I have any warrants? I told them no, I didn't. Fisher, this person says, she was handcuffed anyway before being released around 3 a.m. and was told anyone with outstanding warrants, even if it was unrelated to immigration, would not be released. So again, people live in apartment buildings all over this country.
Let's think about this. In that apartment building, do you think they knocked down every single door?
Hold on, brother. Why is there no video? I'm not just gonna let that slide past me. In 2025, if you saw a video of the police doing this, zip tying kids, you would have took a video. If you were an innocent bystander, you would have took a video. There's no video evidence of this at all. No, I just looked it up. I looked everywhere. I literally Googled zip tied kids, Chicago police ice raid. But you go through and it's just propaganda.
I believe they probably did it though.
I don't know if they did it
because
or not.
Because if they were actually in there with gang members and these kids were in there, everybody got to get zip tied.
Yeah, and that is true. That is true. But they didn't get really harmed other than that. But at the same time though, I don't see the video. And also though, like Scott said, okay, so if you know for sure we have cartel members in here, do you just let them ride since there's kids in? Like, what do you? You can't do that. That's not safe for the kids or America
These people are
or
idiots.
anyone.
It's just no way that they went in this apartment building traumatizing every single person in this building. They did not go from the first floor to the top floor and knocked on every single door. These are
because the person who saw it lived in the apartment.
These are just strategic plans that's happening, and they know exactly what room they're in, and they're going and they're kicking the door in. That's what happened.
But like people do drug raids all the time in the hood, and they never talk about that. And the kids will be in there.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, they're talking about. I mean, the ICE is there for a political agenda. You guys are talking about this.
No,
for a
y'all.
political
This is
agenda.
y'all's political agenda. It's always people who always sit there and they do this and they act like they care so much about a certain group of people, like BLM, like all these people do, and they really don't care about the people. They just want their agenda pushed and they want to use emotion to get people on their side,
And that's
like they did
political.
with BLM with every single situation that they really had.
I promise that.
Is that where we're? Is that where you
Hold
should
on,
go
wait
to
a
find
second,
a
wait a
Trinidad
second, wait a
Rockaway?
second.
Should I just go to an apartment building and hide?
Wait, I'm talking about the way that citizen of this country was treated. By the way, I just want to be clear. I think that everybody that's created in the image of God should be treated with respect. And I thought that
Don't
part
do that.
of the American
Don't do
ideal
that.
was that, but that's gone. I promise
Don't
y'all
do
will
that.
still be
Don't
invited
do
to
that.
Mar-a-Lago if you say that it is wrong that children were zip-tied and that American citizens were detained without any warrant or suspicion.
Briefly detained? In
How long is
an effort,
okay?
in an effort to get 37
Give me that.
Trinidad
Okay,
Aragua
so,
members?
so tell me. So
You-
real
what
quick,
you're
tell me
suggesting
how
is
long
that
is
no
okay?
enforcement-
37 is a lot.
Are you?
Suggesting no
Would you be
enforcement can
okay
take
being
place.
detained so that the gang members? Would you be okay with your rights being violated
Yeah,
and
yeah.
you be held until 3 a.m. with your family
Tell me how
member
long
not
is okay.
knowing why? Is that okay? Because that's not okay with me.
Everybody here seems to believe that if you're Trinidad Aragua, you can go hide in an apartment building, and because there are other people there, you just get to be left alone. That is not a reasonable enforcement position.
There's another
Scott,
option,
Scott,
and it's actually an
Scott.
option that's utilized by law enforcement every single day in this country. When they are looking for violent people, they go look for those violent people. They do not subject the people around those violent people who have nothing to do with them with arrest, with guns in their
Happens
faces,
all the time.
with being
Happens all the
searched,
time.
with being zip-tied and handcuffed and detained. Every day in America, law enforcement does their jobs, and they don't do it
Real
like
quick,
this.
real
So
quick,
why
real
is
quick,
suddenly this
Every
okay?
day in America, you're not necessarily dealing with the most violent people in the
Actually,
hemisphere.
yes,
Oh, we're not?
That's
So it's
who
a
is
different
living in
country.
these cities.
Scott, there are violent people who are right here in this country, American
like these
citizens.
cartels.
They are in gangs. They were born here. Their parents were born here. Their
Not like
grandparents
these
were born
cartels.
here.
Believe me, we know.
Those people are dealt with by law enforcement
Y'all
every
advocate for 'em.
day. Again, it's a real basic question. If you lived in an apartment building and there happened to be somebody who was
4
guilty
verse 1.
of a terrible crime in that building, and law enforcement barged in, guns blazing, and put every single person in that apartment building under arrest, you would be fine
Not
with
that-
that.
Hell
Including
yeah.
You and your
You have
family.
to do it.
Everybody is under
You would be-
arrest.
you
They
would be
arrested
fine with that.
37
Scott,
people. They arrested
Scott,
37.
This person,
You said everybody.
This person
It's not.
was
It's
sleeping
37
This
people.
person was sleeping in their bed, and they were detained. They were put in handcuffs and detained until
Neither
3
you
in the
nor
morning.
I was there.
Would you be
Neither
fine
you
with
We
nor I
don't know
were
that.
there.
You see my
I'm
point?
I know
asking-
this.
We don't know
now,
that.
37
You and your family,
violent
Scott.
people are now off the
Scott,
street.
Scott, you
Yeah,
and your
facts.
family.
That's a win.
You are in an
That's a
apartment
win,
building.
bro.
Focus on the
You and your
positive.
family. You would be fine with your liberty being held up. Your kids, your wife, your children.
Okay, can I please say something?
Being detained for any amount of time because somebody in that building was a criminal. You'd be fine with that.
You are vastly oversimplifying what's happening
Okay.
here.
Yeah, she
there
is.
are
I think
scores
sometimes
of
we have
illegal
to-
immigrants
I
in
think
the building.
sometimes we have to simplify things so that we actually
many of them are
understand
violent.
what we're talking
Situations
about.
aren't simple.
Because I do think that this is a problem now for the rest of the country.
Is it?
People are going about
Is
their
it?
lives and they are not responsible for the crimes of other people. And yet in this world in which
And they're still
ICE is
not.
operating like this, they are being detained for other people's crimes. Willingness
Not
to accept
arrested.
a whole lot of collateral violation of rights of
Y'all
anybody,
don't care.
whether you're
Y'all
American
don't
citizens
care.
or not, because they're
All right. Also, the beginning of this happened, right? I remember Brandon used to always say that all the time. The black community is going to suffer because of the illegal immigration that is happening because they're putting the people right in the hood, right with the black people, taking their resources, taking their apartment buildings and now we're seeing the repercussions of that. So if the border was closed in the first place and then these people were not taken, however many million it was, and put right in the middle of the hood with all the black people, then the black people would not have to suffer the consequences of this. But since Joe Biden left the border open, this is the situation we're in. Why did no one address that?
We also have to realize here this is the Democrats have been waiting for this. They put them in there with black people. Told the black people in America, oh, once they come for the illegals, they're coming for you, and this is their time to finally try to frame it as that. But unfortunately, y'all put these people there, incentivized them to be there, and now they're being forcibly removed. And Trump has made it pretty clear that he's not coming after black people. He's coming after illegals. He's even went as far to say that the 14th Amendment is for black people, and he's removing illegals He's removing illegals' ability to exploit an amendment that was put there for black people. But y'all are trying to say that, oh, he's coming for black people too. This is ridiculous.
And then they said it was inhumane that the way that they were deporting, but they also said, well, you can have a free flight and $1,000 to go wherever you want, to any country you want that is not America. When Obama deported more people and they were doing the same exact thing, no one complained about that. Obama deported more people, and they said Obama had children in cages.
Obama,
let alone zip tied for a couple hours or a couple minutes, which we don't have evidence of. When Obama had them in cages, and Obama was deporting them, but I guarantee you, buddy, right here, don't got shit to say about that.
But Trump being political. When
You see, that's how that shows. When Obama was doing it, they did not care. Why not? Because it didn't serve your political agenda. You see, you don't care about the kids or the people that are being deported at all. You only care about serving your political agenda and getting people and prying on people's emotions so that you can get their vote and you can get them on your side, like BLM does always. That's a textbook move from the Democratic Party.
We are getting a full-throated lecture on violence and protest when ICE is breaking into people's
I would counter that. You can't even pull up January 6th because we can just go about 6 months before that with the Black Lives Matter riots and how many people were not arrested for their crimes. Where were the arrests at? Where were the arrests?
Virtually nobody got arrested.
Where were
the arrests? Guys, let's not do the hyperbole thing, okay?
You see,
hundreds of people were arrested in the Black Lives Matter protests.
That wasn't nearly enough.
Many of them were prosecuted federally.
Billions in damage.
Hold on a second.
David Dorn,
many of them were prosecuted federally.
Read that.
Oh, wow. The vast majority of citations and charges against George Floyd protesters were ultimately dropped, dismissed, or otherwise not filed. Damn.
They cited the source as well.
They just sit here and lie.
They'll do whatever they got to do to push their agenda. They don't care about these people they swear they care about. I was just listening to that book, 12 Rules for Life by Jordan Peterson. And he said that has been a play from extreme Democrats for years. They act like they care about the oppressed so much, but they really don't. They're just doing it for their own agenda. And we're seeing it now to this day. It's clear as day. They don't care. They didn't care when Obama was doing it. Why do you care now?
Damn.
Yeah, man.
She got a kufi for real.
What's going on now?
I had an altercation last night with my neighbor. Went down there to talk to her about her kids, and he got beat up over it.
Did you call last night?
No.
Was there any reason for that?
I wasn't sure that I wanted to.
So, her kids did what?
Well, we've been having problems with their kids. They've been coming in our yard, they've stolen stuff, they've kicked over our lights, picking at the tree, picking up all kinds of stuff. So last night I was, trying to correct them, and the kids got mouthy back with me. So I went down there to talk to the mother about it. And when I rang her Ring doorbell, she was already had an attitude. She answered, "Can I help you?" Then her daughter ran in the house, and I heard them bickering back and forth. Then she came out and was like, "What's the problem?" And I said, "I just want to address your children being down at my house and taking my stuff and picking at my stuff." And she said, your cheap ass windmills and your sorry ass tree. I said, "It doesn't matter what it is, or it's my stuff. Your children are right." Well, I've been told them to stay from down there. Well, if you've been told them, they're not listening.
Right.
So I'm here now. Well, I heard you call my daughter a bitch. I said, yeah, I did call her, because I did call her. I thought the child was a lot older than she was. She's taller than me. But here it turned out she only 13 years old. I thought she was like 16, 17. That's neither here nor there. It was wrong, and I was going to apologize to her for that too, but I couldn't even get to that. Because she immediately, off rip, starts yelling. And I'm trying to talk to her. Next thing you know, she's in my face. My daughter hears her from down here yelling at me. So she comes outside. So she's coming at me, and I'm backing up, and I'm still trying to talk. Next thing you know, she hits me. So I decided to walk away. Rule
number 1, y'all. I'm sorry. You don't talk to black people about their kids. I'm sorry, that's just what it is. It's a thing. Don't do it.
You think so?
Yeah, dude,
I
sometimes.
seen people make friends talking about their kids, how bad their kids is. I can't say
It
that all the
depends on how bad the fatigue is.
I think it also depends. Are the parents old school? The old school black folks, you can talk about their kids and they're disciplining their kids. But I think this new age that we in, you can't talk about people's kids. They can't do no wrong in their eyes. You know, like you said one time, you said, "Oh, my baby, he's a good kid," when he is not a good kid. Like when we saw the cop, the dude who slammed the cop at school. Remember, his mom instantly came in and got mad at the school.
But hold on though, we gotta think about this though, Taj. Them black folk on black folk. It's a white woman going
That's true too.
to a black family and saying, "Your kid's stealing in my yard."
You know, I don't know about everybody else. My mama is gonna whoop my ass.
I mean, yeah, you got a military. Everybody mama different, depending on the fatigue, brother.
Their mom's
I know
old school.
for sure that if you talk to somebody about their kids, that's always gonna be a problem. If a store owner say, "Hey, your kid doing this," they mad at the store owner. They do that with teachers. What did my baby do? You don't do that. I'm sorry. And it does seem like it's when white people say something about a black kid. Because if it's a black teacher saying something about the kid, they're going to be like, that's an ass whooping automatically, right?
But also, I think that's the case.
I don't know. In my household, different.
I think that's the case also when it's a fatherless home. Because usually the father will be, if he's a good dude, which is not always, but if it's a good father in the house, he'll be a little bit more level-headed and he'll kind of understand, like, okay, maybe my kid was probably tweaking a little bit. I think that, but that's not always the case because there's not too many homes with that situation anymore, sadly.
I know my rule at my house, I get a call from anybody.
You speaking for you though, bro.
Getting ass whooping, dog.
You act like, come on, brother. I've been in these situations countless of times, brother. If it's black on black, then we gonna resolve the problem. If it's any other race mentioning something about my kid, 8 times out of 10, that's a problem.
I do see that point. I do.
But we can continue. Big ass dog.
So I continued to walk away. Talked to him, and then I was like, screw it.
She nice.
Walked away. Then her and her started going at it. But she wouldn't fight my daughter.
Damn.
And then it eventually ended. We go in the house and whatnot, and I wasn't gonna go to the hospital until I went to blow my nose, and it had already been almost an hour after, and I was still bleeding. And when I blew my nose, my face was puffed up from the air.
Can you tell me what happened?
The girl was down here messing with stuff. My mom politely asked her to stop. She started getting mouthy, so my mom was like, stop. I asked her 3 times nicely. So then I start hearing her yelling, telling her to shut the up on. I'm like, whoa. So I come up outside because I got my son, he was outside with her. I'm like, just chill out because she's a kid. Calm down. So then I politely tell the girl, why don't you just respect our stuff? We're kindly asking you, don't touch nothing. She's coming at me crazy. So I'm like, is your mom cool? She's like, yep, sure is. So I told my mom, I said, so why don't we go down there and try to just talk to her? So that's when my mom went down there. The little girl was walking the whole opposite way. She seen my mom start walking down there. She starts running down there. She's like, why are you going to my house? Blah, blah, blah. She runs in the house, and I don't know what she told her mom, but obviously something to crank her up. So I guess she came to the door and was saying that somebody over here was calling her daughter 2 weeks ago, which I don't even know. Nobody never even talked to her. So I'm like, what? Okay. That didn't happen. Yeah, so she was just, from what she told me, because I wasn't outside, I was with my boys, trying to make sure they were cool. So she's talking.
This is a perfect exhibit.
It's crazy you called what she read in there and said.
Yeah, I mean,
she called me
Well, she did say it before that, but.
She admitted it, though. She did call her that. That did happen.
Yeah.
Which was wrong of her.
Well, she fucking with shit on her porch.
I'm not gonna lie, this woman as well seems like she didn't really help herself by calling a kid that and arguing with kids.
Yeah, she probably knew she was young.
A person like, I'm gonna be, a spade's a spade, y'all. It looks like the woman who got beat up also shouldn't have done that. Because if my kid runs up to me telling me this grown adult called me a B word, I'm gonna be upset too. You
But
know,
like what she was supposed to do in that situation if the kid wasn't listening, still counting.
no, yeah, I know, but you
with
can't.
stuff.
She could have. She should dispose. Once you get to name calling with a 12 or 13-year-old, and you're a grown adult, then you just went down to their level.
No matter if she was 16 or not.
Yeah. So now your maturity level is in question as well.
No, for sure.
So this seems like she is probably immature. This daughter seems the most mature. And then we haven't heard from this other lady yet who beat her up. If you went in your house and you told your mom the neighbor called me a B word.
My mom's not punching her.
Yeah, she's not. But she would also, she would be upset though.
Oh, she would be like, yeah.
My mom would be upset.
Why did
my
this
mom,
happen?
is very, chill. But she would be upset.
Why did you do that? Why did you call my child?
But she
this
wouldn't
word?
get physical.
Well, your child did this. I'm gonna address that, but don't do that shit no more. Or
Yeah.
we gonna have problems. But he gonna get his ass whooped for sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, you don't put your hands on nobody. No,
Yeah,
regardless.
you
High
can't
level
ever do
fatigue.
that.
High level fatigue equals my baby writing everything, and if you question my baby in the neighborhood, and it's a white lady, you might get. You can get, especially in her situation, you're gonna get some balls.
Her, but I start hearing the lady get loud. So then that's when I come outside and I'm just watching because I hear her getting loud. So then she's getting on my mom's face and I'm like, hey, I'm trying to just play mediator at this point. I'm like, hey, trying to get her attention so she can talk to me because I'm not hyped up. So then she starts coming towards me yelling. So I called her daughter. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, nobody called her 2 weeks ago. Today, yes, but not 2 weeks ago. Like, what are you talking about? So then she's like, get your mama. And I'm trying to talk to her. I'm like, yes, I told her that was wrong. Skippy do that. So then they start going at it again. And I just look over and she's kicking her shoes off, ripping her earrings out, hiking her skirt up, and starts squaring up with my mom. My mom's not even trying to fight her.
I've seen this.
And then they're going back and forth. And she just she starts swinging on her. And my mom's like trying to grab her hands and trying to fight back. So then she hit her a few good times, at least 3 or 4 times. So my mom starts walking away. I'm standing there. She's walking away. She comes up behind her and punches her right in the face from behind.
I've seen it
So then
before.
that's when I'm like, oh no, that's not cool. So then I, square up with her because we don't hit nobody from behind. Like that's cheap shot.
What did you do?
And she didn't want to fight me. So. But
you
her
wrong,
daughter, mind you, she's a minor. She came behind me trying to hit me from behind because she said I was too big to defend her mom. But
And you ain't touched nobody.
that was it.
Mom was scared of her.
She look at it's like boxing. Weight class.
You let your mama get hit.
I'm gonna take some pictures now.
All this dingling though, it's kind of weird.
Oh my gosh. I've been thinking that's them wind chimes.
Damn.
Yeah, man.
She got a kufi for real.
Even her cheek.
Which
even her
house is it?
cheekbone.
You would have thought she had an allergic reaction. The punches was allergic. Man, I had an allergy.
God,
Damn.
look up. This fatigue shit gets so bad. I know y'all know the story. Literally in a parade in Louisiana, somebody I'm real close with, her sister was getting into it with another girl. They fought. The whole family jumped in and jumped the baby girl. Old mamas jumped the 15-year-old girl. 4, 5 of them. Now that's reasonable for a parent to go be like, okay, where the mamas at? They found the mamas, small neighborhood. They found the mamas and it was a big old thing.
I think that in the black community, not regular black folks, but ninjas, I think ninjas are too quick. Well, I don't think. I know. And everyone else knows. Maybe it's mean to say, but everyone knows it. And everyone's thinking it. Ninjas are too violent.
This is unreasonable.
We're too quick to get to violence.
This is crazy.
We can use words. We don't have to get to violence. Why does it always have to end in violence?
Yeah.
Overly
All
emotional.
she did was use a word.
Overly emotional.
All she did was use a word. Now she got her ass beat. It was wrong, but you can
Yeah.
still tell her you was wrong. Don't let that shit happen no more. I'ma address her. And if that shit happen again, and we hear about that shit again,
But
I'm
they
gonna be on your ass.
They really
then.
don't live close. All she got to do is go in the house, move around.
But still, yeah, violence.
Tell her
we
daughter
can't come
stay.
so quickly to violence. Because when the men do it, and there's a
Somebody
lot of
could die.
pride involved. Yeah. So whoever loses that fight might come back.
I'm gonna be right back.
Somebody finna die.
Let's see. Oh, they finna go to the mama house.
Yeah, I'm trying to see what the mama look like.
Yeah, they going all the way to the mama house.
About a situation with my children digging on her flowers or something like that. And that was pretty much it. And I addressed her about calling my daughter and so she admitted to saying that. And that was that.
So what else happened? You didn't fight her at all?
Like we scuffled back and forth, but not an actual
Camera
fight.
recording.
Okay. Is that all that happened? Because I'm getting another story beside that.
That's pretty much all that happened. It wasn't no fighting, like aggressive fighting. It just like they had to pull it apart. It was just me and her bumping each other, pushing each other. Yeah, man, that's about it.
Can't reason with these people, y'all. I'm sorry. Call the police first. Call the police.
So the story I'm getting is that y'all
Trying not to do that.
You started throwing punches at her, and then she started throwing punches at you. Is that what happened?
Punches involved.
None at all?
She didn't punch me, I didn't punch her.
Whoa!
You step on down here, please.
Now, what's the problem?
Step on down.
My children is right here.
I know they're in there. Don't make this a scene.
It's a black cop,
Don't
y'all.
make this a scene.
Black
I'm not
cop.
trying to make
You're
it a scene,
under
but my
arrest
children is right
for
here.
felonious assault. Put
I
both
didn't
of
do
your hands.
anything to her.
Put both of your hands behind your back right now.
Are you serious?
Yes, I'm dead. You think I'm playing?
No, because I'm like, what?
Put
For
both of your
what?
hands behind your
Black
back
cop.
right now.
Can I call my brother? Then my children are here by themselves.
Don't make it a scene, man.
Can I call?
Don't make
Hey,
it a
Siri,
scene.
calm down, mom.
Don't make it a
This
scene.
does make me feel kind of bad because
For who?
for her because
Why?
just because like he's just going off of her word, you know. He's just saying like,
Brother.
but think about
She
it. There's
did
no
it.
evidence. Like they fought mutually. She did go to her house. I call it how I see it always, y'all.
Nah.
And no, this is no racism or anything because it's,
That's
it's a
neighbors.
black
Neighbors
cop.
go to the okay, hey, can I
Yeah,
get
yeah, yeah.
this
But if you
paper?
come to their house and they fight,
They're stealing stuff. Do you want me to call the police or address you?
I'm just saying, bro.
They could have called the police off the rip.
I
but
feel
they
like
went
he
to address
arrested
it.
her a little quick without too much evidence.
Well, it's racism from a black cop.
I didn't say that. I just said I,
mean,
do
don't
feel
know.
like he arrested her a little quick.
I don't think so.
Maybe it's because the black eye and things. He's like, yeah, okay, she
Brother,
beat her up.
yeah.
Which is what happened. But it's like, if someone comes to your house and y'all fight and then you just won, should you be arrested?
It wasn't a mutual fight, brother. The woman didn't punch back. She got socked and there was no punching after that.
Okay, yeah.
She got assaulted for
Yeah.
trying to address.
You know,
bad
they
kids.
probably got evidence on that door, on that
Maybe
ring
so,
doorbell.
but I'm just saying, she got assaulted.
I'm sorry, guys. If, you know, y'all are
Look,
probably
she said,
gonna kill
listen,
me
you
for saying
can't
this.
reason.
But I
Don't-
say what I think. I
Look,
just do.
if
I
you
just
look-
maybe I'm a little old school. If you come to my house and we fight,
What she did was wrong, regardless.
I think they were both wrong, probably, because you called a little kid a B word,
mean, they were
and then
wrong.
went to their house. So, you know, who? I feel like the average person doesn't call a kid a B word.
Bill, I'm gonna keep it 100, bro.
They're both
I know.
wrong.
I have been driving my bike and a dude told me to get off his line, and I ran off his line. Like, I mean, riding the bike, and I wasn't even on his line. Actually, I was just passing by. He said, "Get off my line." That type of shit scared me. If you tell me leave your premises, and no matter the age,
there's
I'm
no
leaving.
You notice there's no men here. They're both fatherless homes in both
Well, I mean,
instances.
they in the hood.
You know, they do have two witnesses. That's probably
There
the
is
cop.
witnesses too. That's a good point.
I was asking, who's that white dude over there in that corner?
That's
I
a
don't-
good point, y'all. That's a good
But
point.
I
I'm
don't
just saying
know.
how I saw it so far.
But I can see where you
I could
coming
be
from,
wrong. I
though.
could be wrong. That's just how I started to see it, but I feel bad. I don't know. It's just how I feel.
Did they fight
This
for
is
real?
my reaction.
Did they fight? Because I thought
No,
the
bro.
girl said she was trying to catch the
They
girl
said
in
they
hand.
fought. She said she fought back. They
No,
fought.
she said she was trying to
But I
catch
think
the
it was
woman
the last
hand.
punch when she was turned around.
She was walking around, yeah.
I don't know about that.
Hold on, mom. I'm just trying to call
How do
my
I need to
brother.
win
Can
this?
I get somebody with my
17 to car
children?
16. Can you step it up?
They're here by themselves.
Put your hands behind your back.
Can you get
Don't
my
you-
phone? I'm
don't
trying
you-
to Timmy, come get my phone.
Stop.
So, yeah.
Stop.
You don't.
Stop.
Why is you doing all this?
Because you doing it. Stop.
I'm just trying to
Stop.
make sure my
Stop.
children is good.
Stop.
Oh my goodness, man.
Stop.
You ain't got
Are
to
you
do all this.
are you gonna stop or not? Can you back up? Back up right now.
Y'all crying.
Back up.
Her fault.
Back up now.
She
please.
did start over.
Back up.
I'm not even trying to come by you.
17. I just got her pinned against the wall. She's trying
sorry,
to
y'all.
fight.
I'm not fighting. My arm
I
is
don't
Back
like
up.
nigga shit.
Back up.
My arm is
Back up.
Lessons need to be learned.
aggressive.
Because you made it like this.
My parents used to have that same furniture.
You just gonna take her word over mine? Cause she called the police? This was yesterday.
That's who win.
Around the same time she
Call
went
the
to the day
police.
to call the police.
Don't fight. Call the
Are
police.
you gonna calm down yet?
I'm calm. I'm upset because all my daughters is right here, man.
Go over there, ma'am. Go over there.
0966.
Go over there.
Hers canceled.
Go over there.
Who's that guy?
Tilly, just go over there. Because he on some shit.
Yes, I am.
I see
yes,
that.
I am.
I see that you hurting my shoulder.
Right? You made it like this.
No, I'm not. I'm fucking calm. I'm chilling, man.
Look, are you going to go in handcuffs or not?
Yes, I'm going to go in handcuffs.
Put both of your hands together like you're praying.
Punched the lady in front of.
Y'all going across the street. 0916.
I'm biased because I know niggas, y'all. I'm sorry.
Here, you check the button.
But the lady on the street is-
Walk with me, please.
Walk this way.
Just push the power button. Push the power button.
Equal maturity. Right here. You
So not
gonna get her.
racist.
You gonna get her arrested.
How? Oh
Stay
my goodness,
right
you
here.
Really, yeah, you not
Keep it
for
moving.
us at all.
That girl
I
was
see
big
that.
for
You
13.
a whole bunch of women with children though. You don't know
You got
what
your
this
mama
is
arrested.
about.
That's why she's crying.
Y'all some mother. Can y'all wait till the day? Today. Today, really?
She's yelling crazy.
Y'all came to my shit.
I'm telling you, my mama would never make that decision no matter what happened.
Agreed.
You
Mine
wanted
wouldn't
me to
either.
put my baby dad in jail. Remember when you came before? Like, yeah, strangulation, that's a felony, man. He ain't even do that.
Did he go to jail?
No, he didn't.
Well, he didn't read her rights, so she just detained.
She's not arrested yet.
Yeah.
She's detained. Yeah, that's true.
Not for us, huh?
Yeah, you not. You just did that in front of a whole bunch of black little girls and me.
Did you hear me say don't make this a scene?
Let me be quiet.
Yeah, you got it. We're gonna have to rule 6 all of her children. Come on.
He don't like that shit. Yeah.
Where is this at? Akron, Ohio.
So,
Red dog, baby.
I don't got no record on nothing. This lady came to me on some bullshit, drunk to my house. I got that shit on camera. She came to me. Man,
that is
pushing
serious.
on me.
That is serious injury. That is not from pushing.
She did that to me. She pushing on me. What you want me to do in front of my children?
You hit her.
Mushing her.
Look, regardless of whatever.
It's on my camera. I mushed her.
Okay.
I don't have nothing to do with her being fragile. She should never came to my house like that then. If she didn't want those issues, why the would you come to my house so aggressive and hostile and pushing on me?
Community.
I don't understand. Why would
The
you do
lady
all
is
that? You
evil.
came to my home.
I think they're both. I think we have two tweakers here. She's obviously a tweaker, but I also think that the other lady is a tweaker.
Bro. My neighbor coming to me on some like upset stuff. We're neighbors.
No. But your neighbor come to you on some upset stuff. But your neighbor, it will.
We have to figure out what's
You
going
don't name
on.
call a kid.
But we
She
also
was
don't,
big.
we don't know what the kid did too. And
No,
if
the
that
kid
was
was
the
probably
child,
tweaking.
if the kid was tweaking, that's a big ass.
This is
little
why
girl.
you need men in the
That
house.
was
This is a
big.
great example of why you need men in the house. Because the men could have been like, look, get your wife. He got his wife. Then boom.
Well, I mean, Brock, look what he had, brother.
I know. I'm just saying, bro.
I mean,
It was over.
imagination. Yes, we know that.
But even if she came to her house
It
and
seems
called
like
the
low
little girl a
maturity.
B word, it don't give her the right.
It does
to
not give her the
portray-
right. I agree. I agree.
So at the
I'm
end
just
of the
saying
day,
we're not gonna act like one lady is a saint and the other lady.
No, we're not saying that.
But hands was thrown involved.
She's
She
overly wrong.
No, she's overly wrong.
She gave her allergic
in the
reaction.
eyes of the law, she should be arrested.
Yes,
She should.
10 out of 10.
She should.
She a 10.
I just feel bad because it's like,
She called the little girl a B word.
and then now the kids finna get sent to the state.
The kids are not finna get sent to the state.
He just said on the thing we gotta whatever the code is for the kids.
I mean, I don't know.
Like,
she's
damn.
a 10, white lady about a 3 or 4.
Nah, she's a 10. The white lady's probably like a 6 or a 7. The white lady probably did more than she also said, bro.
She was being a good neighbor.
She was not being a good neighbor. You called a kid a B word.
I mean, hey,
For
she told her to
messing
leave off the lawn
around.
3,
Like
4
what
times.
did the kid actually do to
Can you get off the lawn? Can you get off the lawn? Can you get off the lawn?
But she said that her granddaughter was playing with this kid.
Was she?
Yeah, she said that because when the daughter, the mixed girl came out, said my kid was playing with this other kid. So both the kids were playing. If the kids are outside playing,
I mean,
and you call,
I didn't hear that, but
I heard that. Can we go back? You want to go back to that part?
I mean, we can go back.
Let's go back real quick, because there's not much left. She's gone. She's going up the road.
I'm trying to see what they say. What the neighbor say? What did the neighbor say? That's a neighbor.
Should be broke up.
So are they allowed to take the kids or no?
Yeah, what's gonna happen is that I didn't realize that she's actually going to jail for not a misdemeanor assault, but felony assault.
Felony assault. Okay.
For felony crime.
Yeah, I heard
Real quick, guys, let's just see if I'm right about this.
I wasn't outside. I was with my boys, you know, trying to make sure they were cool. So she's talking to her, but I start hearing the lady get loud. She starts running down there.
That's about right.
So I come up outside because I got my son. He was outside with her. I'm
He
like,
was outside with her. Wait, keep going. He was outside with her.
She only came outside when they started fighting.
I asked her 3 times nice. So then I start hearing her yelling, telling her to shut the fuck up on her. I'm like, whoa. So I come up outside because I got my son. He was outside with her. I'm like, you know.
I came to come get my son because he was outside with her.
Who's her? Is he talking to
The,
her
the
mama
lady,
or
the lady who was
the lady?
the kid, the 13-year-old who the mom called the B word too. So her kid, which is that lady's granddaughter, was playing with the other kid. You see? So it's like it's not like they're just there playing alone. They were playing. 2 kids were playing.
Why they ain't look
the
at the ring
grandma
camera?
got mad. You see? So it's like, okay.
But why did the mama tell her to leave too then?
No, I'm not saying that they're not right. They're wrong. I'm just saying the context
The mama
of it.
told her to leave too. The red girl in the red told the other girl, the 13-year-old, big ass 13-year-old, to leave.
Yeah.
Why would they tell her to leave? Maybe the kid was outside just playing with her and they didn't want her. I don't know. She wasn't supposed to.
But she said, I went and got my son because my son was outside with her. So whenever this 13-year-old and this lady in the green started arguing, the lady in the red, which is her daughter, went and got her son from them. It's okay, this is getting heated. Let's get him out of there. He's probably younger because she was pretty young. But the 2 kids were outside playing. That's why I said, okay.
I don't know this lady. I know this lady ain't no saint at all. Look at her slippers. I know it. She got the hood slippers on.
Yeah, guys. But obviously, whoever gets violent is the more wrong, for sure. Yeah, she came to her house to talk like an adult. She probably did come disrespectfully and all that, but she came to talk. Whoever gets aggressive is wrong, and you're going to jail because you go to jail for those things. But there was also more context to the situation. Y'all know me. I'm going to say how I think always. Always. So, sorry, y'all probably going to raw me out for this.
I mean,
but I said what I think, y'all.
I mean, that's a good observation, honestly. I mean,
the kids were outside playing.
But who knows? They saying the kids been there all the time.
Okay, then why are you letting your kid play with them if they're such a problem?
That's why she told her to leave.
Okay, but why are you allowing your kid to go out there and play with them? Because that's why they're at your house now.
Because they all in the hood.
Well, then get your kid also.
Yeah, I mean.
Both of y'all get y'all kids. But you punched, so you got a felony. That's what happened.
I'm surprised
Sorry.
they didn't ask the kids. Are they allowed to talk to the? You can't question kids.
It's their
the minors. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, one lady with her kids and one lady not.
Yes, the lady who's not is more wrong.
Man, I swear to God, I'm scared as hell. And it ain't even me being pulled over, but I'm scared as they looking in the cars and everything. Check them out. Man, y'all stay safe out there, cool. Please stay safe, cool. I ain't gonna lie, this shit scary than a motherfucker. I hate the police, on God. Stay safe, though.
Well, guys, it looks like Trump sent the National Guard to Memphis. Okay, fellas. So this week, right? He deployed them this week. Look how many murders this week. 0. There have been no murders this week in Memphis. Yet this weekend in Chicago, there was 30. But weren't they had ICE in Chicago, not the National Guard, huh?
Yeah, so the arrests have ramped up and patrols are ongoing.
Yeah, guys. So not a single murder this week. The key sources checked. Right here. 74 arrests, though. Well, the proof is in the pudding. If Black Lives Matter to you, we're happy about this. But yet y'all are protesting.
They said that's the slave catcher.
Oh, the slave. Catcher Freeman.
They said the police officers are the slave catchers.
Catcher Freeman.
In 2025.
It has been almost a full week since the Memphis Safe Task Force arrived in Memphis, and hundreds of arrests have been made so far. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Brian Dillick, filling in for Shay Arthur. This morning, U.S. Attorney General Pamela Bondi announced nearly 300 arrests have been made and more than 70 illegal weapons have been seized. WRG's Quimitra Wilborn begins our team coverage.
Sunday morning, U.S. Attorney General Pamela Bondi announces on social media that 273 arrests have been made in just under a week by the Memphis Safe Task Force. She says 73 illegal guns have been seized. It's the latest update on the status of the federal task force.
No murders.
I mean, if they doing the right thing and getting the people they supposed to get, then yeah, I'm happy they're here. Since everybody know they're here, the people who, you know what I'm saying, the criminals gonna go hide.
The details of the arrest and the identities of the charged suspects have not been revealed. Bondi says the arrests consist of multiple gang members, including one wanted for murder. In his recent weekly newsletter, Shelby County District Attorney Steve Mulroy said that the county is bracing for potentially more than 100 new cases a day due to the surge in arrests, which he said could overwhelm the jail and create backlogs in the court system. He suggests that a night court may be the answer, but says immediate funding and support is needed. The presence of the task force has been seen across the city of Memphis, causing many people to have mixed feelings about the operation.
I just think it's a big waste and it's scary. And again, and if they want to address crime or anything like that, they need to address the root of the problem, and sitting the guard of feds or anything like that, it's not going to do that.
Others say they're doing their part to just stay clear of any trouble.
I got paper tags on my truck, so I be driving somebody that's legit. Man, I'm a roofer, and I ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't doing nothing bad, but if they see my paper tag, that's my.
Reporting for your news leader, Quamicha Wilborn, WREG News, Channel 3.
Well, get them tags changed, brother, and you should be good. Do Black Lives Matter?
Yes, it does.
Well, if they matter and no one's dying and Black lives are being saved,
this should be a win.
What's all the ruckus?
Well, you know, people gonna make the argument that it's more black people getting sent to jail.
Well, but they're not killing each other. What's worse? And if they're getting sent to jail, is it for a crime or for no crime?
No, I'm just saying that's what people are going to argue.
But how can you argue someone who commits a crime being sent to jail? Should criminals be sent to jail? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So then they can't. No. I know you're not. But how could their argument won't stand? They're sending black people to. Well, are they committing a crime? Whatever color you are, if you commit a crime, you go to jail in America.
It's a very simple concept.
Like, watch. We gonna start seeing something where they're gonna the news or somebody that's gonna be a little race hustler. They're gonna say now we're getting disproportionately in prison. Watch, it's gonna come out.
You commit a crime, you do the time. This is America. That's what happens. Do Black Lives Matter or not? If they matter to you, you happy about this. They matter to me.
An organization that supports people affected by ICE says 3 individuals were detained here at the Lion Mart in Hickory Hill Wednesday night. Members of V901 say now they have concerns about racial profiling.
And that is not something that we will stand for. And I'm sorry, I'm pretty livid right now. I'm pretty livid.
Frustration. That's the message.
I just said that. That's what's gonna be the outrage.
I'm pretty livid.
Frustration. That's the message members of V901 are expressing to Memphians.
They are flooding impoverished black and brown neighborhoods and doing mass pullovers for either no reason or for the lowest level issues like a broken taillight.
ABC 24 obtained video that appears to show federal agents, including FBI and ICE, detaining 3 individuals outside a Lion Mart gas station in Hickory Hill near Winchester and Perkins Road. At this time, we have not confirmed the identities of those detained or the origin of the investigation.
For what? What were they pulled over for? For looking Hispanic. And that is racially profiling. That's exactly what's happening.
Maria Oseja with V901 says she will continue to fight for social injustice.
We will not allow that. We will not stand by this. This is Memphis, Tennessee, the city where we saw the great Dr. King fight for people's rights, and we're going to continue his legacy, and we're going to continue following in his footsteps.
Targeting violent offenders who pose a threat to public safety.
I didn't appreciate her trying to exploit Dr. King's message for the rights of illegal immigrants. I don't think Dr. King would be fighting for illegal immigrants.
And he wouldn't be fighting for murderers.
He for sure would not.
He don't want people to murder.
Something so crazy. Bro.
Say it.
Bro.
No, I gotta leave it off.
No, don't say that and not say it.
No, it's too bad.
Nah, we gonna sit here till you say it.
All right, we just gonna be sitting here.
Bruh, stop being a sissy la. Say it.
Nah, it's too bad.
This is the Cartier family. We say things. It's probably gonna be weak what you say anyways.
No, it's not.
What is it? We'll cut it. What is it?
Nah, it's not.
We'll cut it.
Just click the video.
We're gonna cut it.
Click the video, bro.
Oh, guys, he's being a sissy la.
Just got back from Memphis. When I tell you, Memphis is a totally different place right now. For real. I did not know that President Trump was sending them guys down there. And when I say it's police everywhere.
Woo!
For real though. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I ain't never seen Memphis like this before. Cause I go down there and drop off a load at the hospital. you know, you see your normal scragglies, whatever. You know what I mean? Hospital, I don't know why hospital's always a place where they won't hang out at, but it is what it is. But traffic was different. Police is on every corner. I'm like, yo, I'm thinking that they was gonna send them guys to Chicago. Yeah, I know. See, I don't go to Chicago, so I wouldn't know that anyway. But boy, Memphis, boy, I know they people's like, yes, crime has slowed down.
Hey.
I mean, it look like a totally different city right now. The vibes are different. I don't know. I guess it's just me, man. But Memphis changing for the good, y'all.
There we go.
As they
He
should.
knows.
The people
He's
need
not a
that,
criminal.
though. The people need to stop all this riffraff and all this craziness these young kids got going on, man. Scared to leave your house, scared to go to the grocery store, scared to go to the gas station. One time I wouldn't even go to certain gas stations if I see too many of them out there. For real, I keep it pushing. I wouldn't give a damn if I'm about to run out of gas. I'm going to keep it pushing. So right now, it's a totally different breed down there right now, boy. I mean, I'm talking about the whole boatload is down there. Police everywhere, boy. You know what I'm saying? So I know the people like, yo, we needed this. And I agree with them. I agree with them people. They do need that. They need peace and love.
That's the response you get from a law-abiding citizen.
Facts.
You see, people who don't commit crimes are
They're
happy
happy.
about this.
It's safer
Because now you can live your life
Yeah, kids.
and
no
worry
fear.
less about crime.
With no fear.
Oh yeah, baby. Yeah, you see that? You gonna say, "Boy, I ain't committed no more crimes if I see that one."
What would these boys not do? So they stole 2 tanks and they riding around the neighborhood.
Sitting outside.
What would they not do? What was they thinking? I say again, allegedly, there's been reports that 2 tanks in Memphis, Tennessee has been
There
stolen.
can't be no
Now,
way.
whoever left the keys inside the tank is either
thought this
finna
was
get
old.
demoted or
Yeah,
just
they didn't
fired.
leave no tank. They didn't leave no tanks. There's no way.
That
There's
is
no
ridiculous. Black people would believe anything with big words on it.
Y'all,
The Demon of Memphis. I'm not gonna lie, during COVID, I did used to listen to his music.
Big 30, he got some bangers. Sorry, y'all. When I used to listen to rap, Big 30 has some bangers, y'all. But I mean, don't think he's a great guy.
Here's a closer look at the criminal history and career of Chopper Gang General Big 30, the Demon of Memphis.
Yeah. What's your rap name again?
My name is TT High Speed.
TT High Speed. What you get that name High Speed? No crimination shit though, man.
I'm dry. I'm real dry.
Get away.
Get away. However it takes.
We started all this.
His pants around his ankles.
This looks like a great young man who
That's a
is going to
scholar.
grow up to do big things, and he is just impacted by Trump's racism, and he's a victim of the racism of Donald Trump.
Future accountant of America, right
Future accountant, banker. He's going to do great things.
Get away.
All these guns.
I feel like I'm getting dumber watching this. I've seen enough.
Yeah. If you care about Black lives, once again, then you're happy about this. And if you don't, you're not happy about this.
Well, yeah, just be
Quite
upset.
simple.
Just be upset. That's
So-
all. That's all you can do. Just whine and cry.
That's what it talks up to, guys.